Sister Corita's Words and Shapes by Jeanette Winter. Before there was a Sister Corita, there was Frances Elizabeth Kent, who lived in Hollywood and went to the nuns' school, and drew and painted, and painted and drew. When Frances grew up, she entered the Immaculate Heart of Mary convent to become a nun herself. Frances Elizabeth became Sister Mary Corita. Corita means little heart. Sister Corita is a nun and a teacher and an artist, all at the same time. Behind the windows of the convent on the hill in Los Angeles, Sister Corita shows her students a new way of seeing. She is tiny and moves like a whirlwind. Her students look at her letters and words and sentences and shapes and parts of letters and words and shapes in a different way. Sister Corita's words tell us what she believes. She believes in goodness and in God. Her days are busy and full, but Sister Corita's nights are wakeful from insomnia. Chocolate bars give her daytime energy, just as her letters and words do. Sister Corita's letters are big, or little, or sideways, or upside down, or backward. Her words are little or big, or upside down, or sideways, or backward. Her shapes are all sizes. Sister Corita writes words on the letters or shapes. She writes her own thoughts and words from friends and strangers. The letters and words and shapes in writing are her faith that she shouts out and shares with the world. In the city, words are everywhere. Sister Corita and her students go out to look at signs, banners, billboards, loaves of bread, boxes of cereal, everything. They all use a finder to see the details in something big. It's easy to miss a detail in a busy world. Sister Corita makes silkscreen prints, remembering details she saw through the finder. She prints so many copies that anyone can afford to own one. St. Mary's Day at the convent, the celebration of the Virgin Mary, is joyous and colorful and happy, just like Sister Corita's prints. But the Archbishop of Los Angeles disapproves. He likes the old way of worship. He uses strong words. He calls Sister Corita's modern ideas blasphemous. That is blasphemy. Is it though? But the sisters and students feel joy and love and happiness, celebrating Mary in this new way. Life becomes hard for Sister Corita because of the Archbishop's disapproval. She lies awake at night, still unable to sleep. It has all become too much. So Sister Corita packs her bag and travels across the country to Boston. She never returns to Immaculate Heart, her home for over 30 years. Sister Corita becomes simply Corita. She moves into a brownstone with a big bay window where she sits for hours, looking at the maple tree just outside. By now, Corita and her work are famous. She is asked to decorate a huge gas tank. Corita paints little sketches of a rainbow for the painters to work from. In 6 weeks, 5 painters copied Corita's rainbow, using 555 gallons of paint. A wonder! The promise of the rainbow tank comes from Corita's dark moments. Our job is to make flowers grow. Flowers grow out of the dark moments. Corita's billboard is her message of peace to the city. We can create life without war. Her small stamps send love into the big world, and she finds peace in her new life. Corita left the church, but she never left God, and God never left Corita. Now her church is her vision, her words are her prayers, her art is her life. I am trying to make hope. Ten rules. Rule 1, find a place you trust and then try trusting it for a while. Rule 2, general duties of a student. Pull everything out of your teacher. Pull everything out of your fellow students. Rule 3, general duties of a teacher. Pull everything out of your students. Rule 4, consider everything an experiment. Rule 5, be self-disciplined. This means finding someone wise or smart and choosing to follow them. To be disciplined is to follow in a good way. To be self-disciplined is to follow in a better way. Rule 6, nothing is a mistake. There's no win and no fail. There's only make. Rule 7, the only rule is work. If you work, it will lead to something. It's the people who do all of the work all the time who eventually catch on to things. Rule 8, don't try to create and analyze at the same time. They're different processes. Rule 9, be happy wherever you can manage it. Enjoy yourself. It's lighter than you think. Rule 10, we're breaking all of the rules, even our own rules. And how do we do that? By leaving plenty of room for X quantities. John Cage. Helpful hints. Always be around. Come or go to everything. Always go to classes. Read anything you can get your hands on. Look at movies carefully. Often. Save everything. It might come in handy later. There should be new rules next week.